Excuse me, what are y'all doing? What you up to? Wake up!
Let me smell that neck, baby, make me sweat. I got no respect, I forget what your name is.
Okay, I feel like by now y'all already know the drill. Make sure you check out patreon.com/AdrianExpression. Make sure you stream my EP, all of that good stuff. I feel like the topics this week are kind of random. I don't know. Either way, we're gonna get into it. Okay, so this whole Willow Smith thing I think is so cool. I think it really has to do with the fact that obviously, I feel like we just watched her grow up, and to see her just be so badass on stage, it's just like, it is so awesome to see. So first of all, if y'all don't know what the hell is going on, Willow Smith, she serenaded her mom for, upcoming Mother's Day, and she ended up like reuniting Jada's like old band, and like she had said that they were practicing this shit for months, or they were like planning this shit for months. They were rehearsing all week. I want to read you this. Like, this is what she said. When I want to say about 3 or 4, I went on tour with my mom and her band, Wicked Wisdom. Wicked Wisdom was lit. This was the music that I grew up around. My mother was Superwoman. She was a rock star, warrior, nurturer, all in one. So unapologetically badass. I was my mom's biggest fan. Every night I wanted to ride on the security guard's shoulders and watch her perform. She was a rock star and I was living for Wicked Wisdom. I felt like it was only right for me to pay homage to that time in her life because she showed me what womaning up really is about. So that was cool. She sounded so cool. She was playing her guitar. She just sounded really fucking awesome. I feel like we've watched Willow kind of like look for her musical identity, if that makes any sense. And the older she gets, in my opinion, the more sure of herself she sounds, she seems, she looks on stage. It's so cool to watch. And obviously Jada thought that shit was cool too, because this was her face the entire time. Like, can you imagine being in a band like that? And of course I feel like, her and her daughter's style match up so well. But can you imagine being in a band like that, and then here comes your daughter years and years later singing with that band and sounding good as hell doing it too? Like, of course I'm gonna make this thing phase. Like, that shit was cool. I hope Willow continues to feed us. It was just, she was on Red Table Talk, like really at the end of the entire episode, slaying a song for her mom. Like, it was so fun to see. It was fun. All right, so since this topic has been swirling around on social media, I said, let's just go talk about it. So now DC has been saying, hey, guess what? We're going to make a black Superman. If you bitches said you want to see some watermelon chewers and some chicken bone suckers on your TV, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna make this man faster than a speeding bullet, so that when the cops pull his ass over and they try to shoot him, he's gonna be able to do the little Kim around that shit, bitch. Bitch, he's gonna be able to, you see what I'm saying to you? Black Superman finna be, you bitches thought the racism was gonna, he said, bitch, no ma'am, bitch, he said, bitch, that's what he's gonna do to them damn bullets, bitch. I have a lot of things to say about this, but first, before I do that, I wanna read you some background as to what Warner Brothers and DC and all this shit is really planning with this Black Superman movie. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm not really feeling it. But I wanna reiterate that I feel like this topic is very nuanced, especially since they put out a movie and it got good ass action and Black Superman is choking you bitches out on the street. I'm going to watch it. Like, I wanna watch that shit, but I just feel like DC has so many more options. It ties into an even bigger picture in general. But before I do that, I wanna read you some background. So, from The Hollywood Reporter. So this Superman film, the Black Superman film, appears to be moving onto its own track and won't be a part of the universe as of now. Sources tell THR that Ta-Nehisi Coates is crafting a Kal-El in the vein of the original Superman comics and will have the protagonist hail from Krypton and come from Earth. While the story is currently being crafted and many details could change, one option under consideration is for the film to be a 20th century period piece. So then they go on to say diversity and representation remain key drivers of the DC universe moving forward. Warner Brothers is developing a Latino Blue Beetle movie. They're also doing something, I guess, with Green Lantern, who's gonna be gay. It's gonna be on HBO Max. So I feel many ways about this. First of all, like, before people start arguing with me, like, I know that there is a Black Superman. His name is Calvin Ellis from Earth 23. I think he's like the president or some shit at some point. But the whole point is that it's in a multiverse on a different kind of Earth thing. So I know that character does exist, but I just get tired of, I feel like a lot of people are trying to propose like just painting white characters black and just shoving them out to audiences to see what it's gonna sell. But in my opinion, it's like, oh my gosh, y'all have so many black characters that y'all don't pay attention to. That's the first thing. And the second thing is like, I feel like a lot of companies do this while also mistreating their black like employees and shit, or if they even have any on the payroll. You see what I'm saying? Like, we ain't gonna forget what you did to Ray Fisher just because you bitches painted, you know, Clark Kent black because y'all told him to go out there and start picking. I was gonna say, y'all told him to go out there and start picking cotton. And I mean, we can just take a look now. We still waiting on a Static Shock movie or something. You know what I mean? We got Vixen. Can we get Vixen or something? Jon Stewart is sitting right there. It's just like, and this, of course, not in the same race type of vein, but this is kind of the issue that I had with Marvel too, with the way that they're just like, oh, Wolverine, that's the only superhero that ever exists. And I just feel like y'all be on Superman's dick so hard. That's why I be so pressed when he come in there in these movies like he's One Punch Man, like the rest of these characters don't have anything else to offer. I'm like, man, you mean to tell me the entire pace, the entire way the battle is going completely changes when Clark Kent get his glasses wearing ass inside the arena? Like, you mean to tell me Wonder Woman can't knock their ass too? Like, it's annoying. But I think especially with the race thing added, it's especially annoying because y'all have so many black characters that don't nobody want to pay attention to. I feel like there's so many niggas on y'all roster that have like really deep and rich backstories that y'all ain't paying attention to. And I think audiences would eat that shit up. They would eat it up. You mean to tell me a Vixen? You know what I mean? I would get a Static Shock. Bitch, I'm going to put a shock to your motherfucking wig. So yeah, I just wanted to know what y'all thought about that. Like I said, I think it's like many ways that you can approach this shit, but I think my biggest issue is with the companies as a whole, especially when they be fucking over black employees and then they're just like, oh bitch, let's just pretend like we don't have all these other black characters and we just gonna, come on now, just paint it like he's like Superman is fucking Kim Kardashian or something. Just paint this bitch a few shades darker and just shove him out. It's just like, I feel like that's a little bit lazy, especially given how some of y'all companies work on the inside and what y'all be doing to some of y'all employees who gonna look like this black ass Superman. So I just want to know what y'all think about that. Speaking of black skin, Serena Williams posted this on her Instagram and people immediately got into, I mean, she didn't post that shit for more than 1 second and everybody came out here talking about, oh my gosh, she bleaching her skin. Oh my God, Serena Williams is bleaching her skin. Her skin is being bleached. She's bleaching her shit. Oh my God, is this the woman that y'all talk about standing up for and being proud of? Is this her? I'm like, wow. Like, I want y'all to use your brains for more than 1 second. First of all, if she posted these pictures as well, not even 2 or 3 days before she posted this, the one that y'all have an issue with, can we use context clues to figure out the fact that maybe it was the fucking foundation or the lighting that was being used in this shit? I feel like people wouldn't even use the very obvious facts that were surrounding this shit, and they just went straight to Serena's skin bleaching. It's like, well, people are allowed to have, you know, pictures or makeup that misses the mark sometimes. They're not robots. You know what I mean? Like, they're human beings, boo. It was just really corny. And I think, you know what I have an issue with also is the non-black people who are bringing this shit up. I was like, well, like, you're way out of your lane, boo. Like, wow. And you wouldn't even use your indicator or nothing. Like, you remind me of drivers in Atlanta, like, you are out of your lane. I just want people to know that bad hair days happen, bad makeup days happen. Sometimes you hire makeup artists and you think they got it, maybe they don't. You know what I mean? There's so many possibilities, but people went straight to the fact that they thought that, you know, Serena was out here dabbing her skin with Clorox wipes or something. I was like, y'all need to sit y'all ass down. Y'all need to sit y'all ass down. All right, so when I say that these topics are kind of random, I really wanted to talk about this because I saw it. I saw it pop up on social media and it went immediately viral. Jake Paul, apparently, like Jake Paul and Floyd Mayweather are doing this whole, like, you know how they be doing before they fight. They got this press conference bullshit going on and they exchange, you know, insults, I guess. Like, it's just some straight shit. It's some straight boy shit, but apparently during that time, Jake Paul took Floyd Mayweather's hat off his head or something, tried to run away, and he got his ass beat.
Let me call y'all. I'm my own boss. I'm my own boss. One night. Got your hat. Got your hat.
He got his ass beat. You want to see it from another angle?
Yeah, let me call y'all. Hey, man, let's make it happen. I'm my own one night. Got your hat.
Jake Paul ass is so fucking annoying, and Floyd Mayweather is annoying as hell too. They both be saying some crazy ass shit. But it's just, that whole thing is interesting to me. Like, why would Floyd Mayweather, isn't he like a world-class fucking fighter? Why is he sitting down like fighting with fucking Jake Paul and shit? Can someone explain that shit to me? Someone who dives and dabbles into the world of heterosexuality, can you explain to me, like, they're not supposed to be on the same level, right? I mean, every time I see Floyd Mayweather and Jake Paul in the same headline or in the same sentence, I'm like, I don't even know how we ended up here in 2021. Like, I don't get it. But Jake, they already saying that Floyd Mayweather done remixed your face and shit. So, and that, ladies and gentlemen, since we talking about a remix, that is music to my ears. And since we're still on the topic of straight men, I just wanted to share with you what this one Uber driver had to say about straight men. He compared them to gays. Take a listen.
All the gay guys, they're all peace-loving people.
Amen.
Anytime I have the bomber clock in my car, all these straight boys, trouble.
And with everything that's going on, unfortunately, I'm going to have to agree with his statement, okay? Now, I really was not going to comment on this whole Bill Gates and Melinda Gates situation, especially since rich people get divorced all the time, and it's just like, oh my God, it's such huge news. I mean, just move y'all money around and shut the fuck up. I mean, that's just it, right? But apparently, Bill and Melinda split the hell up. Of course, I'm sure there's so much in the news right now about how their finances are looking. But one thing that particularly stuck out at me was the fact that Melinda had apparently, in order to hide away from the press while all this was going on, she went to a private island and she rented out that island for about $132,000 a night. $132,000 a night. And it's just it's so insane to think about that shit. It's like, damn. Some people work 4 years and don't see that shit. They're spending that type of shit in one day. It's just something to think about to end the video, to close it off. Now, if we're talking about $132,000 a night, that is, you know, a little bit more than $4 million a month. If you're talking about 31 days in a month, you push that over to a year, that's $50 million a year. And it's crazy because after 999 million, that's when you get to 1 billion. She's only spending 50 million. You know, if she wanted to stay there for a year, it's just like, I don't know. Sometimes you see like how rich people are. Sometimes you see what wealth is. And it's only when you work it out like that that you're like, oh no, yeah, we need to tax these hoes. We need to tax these hoes. Can you imagine going through a breakup and just be like, hey girl, I'll be over at the island. Like, what you mean, bitch? Like, most people there gotta sit with some ice cream and the couch. You know what I mean? Maybe a couple of good friends. Cry for a little bit and suck it up and take your ass back to work. Like, bitch, Miss Mamas. I think about like what we know about rich people doing. Like, we know that she did this, I guess, because the reports were made and, you know, and the news platforms just sent out the information. Like, I just wonder the type of shit we don't know. Like, the type of shit they go out of their way to hide. I can only imagine how crazy that shit is. You know how rich you have to be to spend $132,000 a night? Wow, just one night, mama. Donate one night to my account and I promise you, and maybe then the Board of Education might get their money back from me, but until then, I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check out patreon.com/AdrianExpression. I hope your week was great. I hope your weekend is even better. And I hope that you have a good goddamn evening.
Need that ice, baby, shake it fast. Now I ain't got no class, bitch, I'm trash. If this camera flash, you still gon' let me smash. Give me that leg, baby, make me sweat. I got no respect. I forget.